when did you find out that you'd get the opportunity to play and even start tonight?
First of all, I need to give all the credit to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I am nothing. But to answer your question, I found out I was starting this morning. I know Larry had some personal things, and John, he was also banged up, and John got banged up yesterday as well. And so I knew there was a possibility that I would for sure be in the rotation, but then Will came up to me this morning. He's like, "You're starting." I was like, "Cool." So I was just ready to go, do everything I needed to get ready to go and play. And but as far as being up, I found out, was it yesterday morning, I think, before the game, that I was going to be up, or 2 days ago, excuse me. But starting was this morning, or afternoon, I guess.
How do you feel like you did tonight? I mean, I know you did hit your first couple shots. That probably had you feeling good, but especially in moments where you're going against Jokic, and fighting on the other end.
Yeah. I mean, Jokic is 3-time MVP now, like arguably the best player in the world. So all you can do is try to make it hard on him, make him finish over the top of you defensively, be physical with him. So, I mean, obviously, I've always got room to improve. We'll go back and watch the film, see what things I can do differently. I feel like I played okay, but there's always room to improve.
What's it like being around Oscar a lot?
As I was telling you guys earlier, he's one of a kind. He's an amazing human being, works his butt off. He's an animal on the rebounds. It's funny, like today it happened where we both, actually twice, where we both were going for rebounds. In the 4 G League games that I've played so far this year, the same things happen at least 3 times a game. And most of the time I just kind of let him go because he's just an animal on the rebounds. But he's an amazing human being, and I'm glad we have him.
Does he make life hard for you at practice?
Well, the first day of practice and all summer while he was here, it's miserable playing against him. Like there's not one person in the NBA or in the world, at least that I've played against, that plays like him. He's relentless. He's a relentless rebounder. And so it's one of those things where it's like you have to just go hit him, but he's so strong that he'll hit you back, and still he's got like a 7'5" wingspan, so he's got the length and everything, and it's unbelievable. But thankfully, I only had to go up against him, at least in Stars practice, once. Other than that, we were playing together because we had to get our own rhythm because we were both going to start. But I'm glad that whenever I'm playing with him, he's on my team and not on the other team. That's for sure.
You've been on a two-way for a while now, and I'm wondering if there are days when you get frustrated because you look up and you're like, I could help there. I could do those things.
I mean, the biggest thing you can do is control what you can control. There's a lot of factors that go into this business, in this game, that I have no control over and will never have control over, at least in the foreseeable future of what I understand my career to, lead into. And so it's one of those things, you just control what you can control. My life verse is Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. It's just trust God, seek him in the process, and he'll give you, he'll bless you in return. And so we've got a great staff as well that helps keep you ready. I've got great parents that helped instill discipline and work ethic in me at a young age, so I can make sure that I stay ready for when my name's called. But as far as being on a two-way for so long and the frustrations that can possibly come with it, it's just you got to control what you can control and then be ready when your name's called.
With Cody going down to the Stars, and I'm curious how those first couple practices with him have been, and kind of how much having a player down there kind of changes the team's mindset or the way they play at all.
I have no idea. I haven't practiced with him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. When he went down, I came up. So from what I've heard, he's had a good attitude. It's so tough because, never playing with a team before and then coming in, and the Stars run a slightly different offense than the Jazz do. Yeah. So it's like having to learn things on the fly, getting to develop, chemistry with different teammates that you've never really played with before. But as far as what I've heard, because, I talked to Wojo, and he said he had a good attitude, he works hard, he's just figuring things out, because that's what you kind of have to do. So, because his role is also very different with the Stars than it is with the Jazz. So.
Mike, at the end of the day, it's just basketball, but you guys have a lot of different personnel out there that's changing a lot this season. There's defensive schemes that are still playing into things and plays too. So it might be as simple as basketball, but how is it just melding into things with different players and just trying to get into rhythm when you're out there?
Yeah, well, it can be difficult for sure, but it's also my job to be ready. Like I've been here this is my 3rd year now. So I've at least know the gist of what coach is looking for and what as a team we're looking to do. We've changed some things in the offense a little bit, so it was something that I had to kind of learn on the fly. And defensively, there's some different things too. But like I said, it's my job to be ready when my name's called. So yes, there's chemistry issues, and like there's a couple passes today where it was just slightly off. That if we had had a full week of practice or a couple weeks of practice together, that wouldn't happen. But it is what it is. I got to be ready when my name's called.
Dealing with injury to start the season for you, how have you felt getting back with the 4 games last week and then the run that you've gotten?
Yeah. We've got a great staff, thankfully. Got a lot of really good resources outside of the staff as well. It was definitely frustrating in the 3rd day of G League training camp, hurting my ankle the way that I did. But like I said, it's just doing the little things, being a pro, making sure you're coming back ready to go. Also taking care of your body and not pushing yourself to the point where you're going to hurt yourself even more. So there's, finding that balance. But I'm good. I'm ready to go. I mean, it's banged up still, but I'm good enough to play, and just got to keep taking care of it.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you.
Will said that you got pulled out of Stars practice
Yes.
today. So what was it like kind of figuring out that that's how you were going to play and you got pulled out?
Well, you always got to be ready because you never know when they're going to call you. So I spend the most of the time watch them play, go through the plays. The way they play is different sometimes, the Stars. So I was a little bit kind of lost because there was something I need to catch up. But it was good. I did what I could. I told Coach I'll continue and grow and get better.
How did that go down? Were you literally in the middle of practice and someone came over and asked you to step to the side or whatever?
Yes, I was. No, actually, we finished lifting, we finished working out, so now we were going through the practice. I was in practice warming up, and I just hear say, "You got called up." I said, "What do you mean I got called up?" They say, "No, the coach wants you to go. You're gonna be with them tonight." And I said, "Well," I went home and told my mom. I said, my mom was like, "Why you come back in practice? Are you okay? You got hurt or anything?" I said, "No, I'm good." They say I'm gonna be with the Jazz tonight, so it was good.
Was that a pretty good birthday present, I guess?
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, it was great. It was good. I was just home. Everybody was testing me, asking me, "What did you do for your birthday?" So I get to play a little bit. That's what I did. So it was good. I wish we could win. The team is doing great, but we just gotta keep growing and get better.
When you come into the game, I think you're immediately on Jokic.
Yeah.
So, have you defended him before, and what was that like?
It was tough to defend somebody like Jokic. He's very smart. When I got in, I just be physical with them and don't let them push you down there. If you let them bury you down there, it's in one all the time. So I was up a little bit up on him, be physical. And I did what I did, so it was good.
Why do you, every time that we ask anyone about you, like, Will, what do you think of Oscar? Walker, what do you think of Oscar? Every time we ask anyone, they're like, oh, God, I love Oscar. Everyone is just feels so happy when they're around you. Why is that?
I always tell people I'm the light, so I bring the light. The light is trying to make everybody happy, motivated, make sure everybody are doing good. And, I just bring a smile. They say smile, always sometimes you can help somebody just by smiling. So in the practice, it doesn't matter, we down, we up, I just bring a lot of energy every day and make sure I talk to everybody and make sure they're doing good. I'm a believer, I believe in God. I talk a lot about God, so I gotta make sure to talk to them about God too. Maybe that's why they love me, because I talk more about God.
Where did you learn to be this happy? Were you always like this? Or?
Well, my dad teach me life is not fair. You just gotta get used to it. You gotta get used to life. Life, you sometimes gonna give you what you don't deserve, but you just gotta smile. Smile. Sometimes it can make up your day. It can change everything. I grew up in a difficult situation, and the one thing my dad used to say, just stay positive every day and smile. It doesn't matter how dark it looks today, the sun is going to come out tomorrow. So that's what I learned from that.
How did the Stars games prepare you for this moment?
It prepared me. I learned from them too to be ready because the Stars too, when we played with some good big, but they're not NBA level. Just to learn the game, spacing, defending. I feel like I'm getting better on defense too, and continuing rebound the ball. Now most of the team are putting 3 people on me. I say now even if you put the whole team can stop me, I'll continue rebound the ball. That's what I do better. But the Stars is good because I get more reps instead of just to sit down not doing anything much.
You like Wojo?
I do love Bashu, that's why, yeah, of course, 100%.
With Cody going down there, I know he has had like one practice, but what do you think he'll be able to bring to your team, and how does that change the Stars when a guy like Cody is sent down?
He's been good. I practiced with him almost 2 days now. He was just getting back it. I say, hey man, like you got defense on you. Why you keep like you're not missing? So he's gonna help him too to get more reps to get used to the game. I know he's young, very very young. He was surprised just to start with them, but down there he's gonna get his rhythm and he's gonna learn more game, be more strong, and understand what he need to bring up here. So I think it's best for him.
How was it to see Micah get the opportunity to start?
Well, I told Mike, I said, Micah, this is the day. You go out there, give everything you got. I told him every time, you just gotta take the opportunity. Don't take it for granted. He went out there, he stole a couple rebounds from me. I'm still mad at him, but that's okay. But I'm happy for everybody. Make sure I'm happy when everybody doing good. For him tonight, I told him, whatever you did before the game, make sure you did again. We expect more from that. And he was like, yeah, I'll be ready, brother. So I like Micah. He's a good guy.
Thank you.
Thank you.